Alright, I got a serious problem again. This feels loose again. Alright, so there's a leaking, and I've really run out of brake fluid again, so there's another leak. Alright, the hydraulics are broken again. It's a spongy pedal. Okay, I had the master cylinder replaced. I leaked out too much, and now air got back into the system. There's too much sponginess. I can't even shift. I pushed it all the way down, and it won't do anything. It's broken again. Alright, it caused a little stress for myself this morning. Today I run out of brake fluid again, so having the clutch master cylinder was not enough. That was not where the leak is. It's most likely at the slave cylinder, which that's the $1,000 job right there. Because I don't want to just do the slave cylinder. I also want to replace everything in that bell housing, which is the clutch, the whole clutch system. I need a whole new clutch kit with the slave cylinder, and that's, I mean, you gotta like take apart the engine pretty good for all that. I can give the car life by just keep making sure that I top off my brake fluid now for the clutch. Alright, just keep topping it off, keep checking it daily. It's leaking a little at a faster accelerated rate, but as long as I just keep it topped off, the pressure in the whole system, whatever you call it, the hydraulic system is gonna keep, it'll still work. I let it to get too low. I failed to check it for 3 weeks, so I should, at this point I need to be checking it like every day. I need to keep my eye on it every day before I drive, after I drive, and then make sure it stays topped off. I need to keep brake fluid on me, which I paid for a $7 bottle, which is only like a milk carton's worth, and that can get expensive, having to keep replacing that, having to keep buying more fluid. So it's a little stressful right now. I need to figure out where I can get the best deal for replacing this. You know, I'm gonna try to email these roadside mechanics and see what they can offer, because I'm willing to drive. I'm able to drive anywhere. So maybe I can try to cut a deal with them. Because I was at an auto mechanic's place. I paid him $40 just to bleed this whole system, which at the end of the video I'll show like some of the bits and pieces of him doing it. He said he originally would have done it for free had it not been a screwy system. You got to push fluid in through the bleeder valve. So that's different, and he had to use a kind of a, not really, he just had to use a particular machine, which I show on the video. It was his last choice, because he thought he needed to suck out and all that. But he charged $40. I'm like, okay, you know, it's my stupid mistake letting the brake fluid run out. But yeah, I need to reserve every possible dime and cent, every penny I have, and gather it all together for replacing the whole clutch system. I'd ideally like to watch what happens with like a roadside mechanic, or not mobile mechanic, because it can't be a roadside mechanic. Apparently that's illegal in most cities, unless you do it on the outskirts. You could do it on the outskirts of the city, I guess. But it'd be kind of, I don't know how to, I'll just see what deal I can strike. Besides that, I was gonna cook today. I was gonna do a few things today, and I got a major setback today. And I've got sweet potatoes this morning. I was gonna cook them with multi-grain. Now I'm not so sure. I might try it in the evening. Maybe I'll drive to a park and then do that. I don't want to cook on the side of the road like here. Okay, so that's a plan, because I'm a little hungry. But you know, I eat a lot, and for moments like this where I'm under a lot of stress, it is kind of an advantage where I'm eating and kind of not working my fingers to the bone, and then, you know, when I get a stressful event like this, I can respond with good energy, good focus. Okay, because I've been eating, I can allow myself to starve a little bit, get worn away, like with legal issues, with mechanical issues. So even when they come all up at once at me, you know, I'll feed my reserves as much as possible. You know, it makes me look selfish, but I mean, you got to be a little selfish if you want to survive these very stressful events. You got to feed yourself. And yeah, so that's all I have to say. All right, so we're looking at just bleeding this clutch system to give it a temporary life, get the air bubbles out, and might have to remove the whole air thing so he can get in there. He's having difficulty trying to get around just this by itself. Just making it leak out, and that's a bleeder valve, so it might leak out some air too.
Yeah, it's supposed to.
Because I was kind of, so just opening up the bleeder is gonna
just let it go down a little bit.
Make it go down, and that'll get the air out. Huh. All right.
Try it.
So I was getting experience with pumping my clutch, trying to bleed the clutch, trying to get the air bubbles out. Because it's my mistake. I let the reservoir get too low, and I think air got into it. I need to keep it topped off until I get everything, the slave cylinder, everything within the bell housing replaced, and it's like almost $1,000. I'm gonna be completely broke again. I mean, I don't know. There's really probably no other way around it. I was really hoping it'd be just the master cylinder, clutch master cylinder, and it really, there's a good chance it could be that slave cylinder. I don't know what else. There's not much else to the whole hydraulic system in that I mean, I'm replacing everything. So this is the clutch machine. Never seen it before. It'll attach to the bleeder valve. You want to keep it cracked loose.
Yeah, just
for the gravity bleed or something.
Well, it won't pull the fluid out unless it's loose.
But that's why the tool is designed the way it is, so you can have the hose attached and then also loosen and tighten while the hose is still attached. What's all in this green tank? Anyway, is it air? Or, I mean, is it fluid?
No, the fluid.
It's all the fluid.
Yeah.
Huh, it's all full of the brake fluid. All right.
No, it sucks it.
The tank sucks old brake fluid, so it's just a catch. It's a catch for old brake fluid.
Yeah.
All right. So now it starts the sucking. Oh, all right. The meter thing is changing a little bit. It's like it might be losing pressure. Yeah, I don't see anything going through the hose yet, so it needs some. What was that?
It's regulator.
It's a regulator? It sounds like you're turning on a radio. Or no, a little motor. That's weird. This thing right there. Huh. Oh yeah, okay. You can see the air coming out. All the air I had in go overnight or something. Kind of see it. And then yeah, it's draining. You want me to pour? Whoops.
I got it.
My mistake. How do you get a feel for it? Like, just okay. When you tighten it, I'll test the clutch. You got to give this a few minutes. right? Just
Yeah.
because the indicator is not going to tell you anything. That's like off the charts. It's not in anything. Okay, so this thing was unsuccessful by itself, taking this hose and putting it into the bleeder valve, and it was unsuccessful because this top part needs to be pressurized. Okay, and that was a problem. Need something special to pressurize that, so he might not have it.
Nice. I did.
So yeah, you're using a different machine now. This
This one pushes.
push. Oh, pulls, pushes.
Yeah.
Okay. This is a design for pushing the fluid. You're pushing the fluid in through the bleeder valve.
Yeah.
You're kind of forcing. You're not air, but yeah. Okay. Huh. So yeah, this is different. You've done this before, right? Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Fluid is going to be going into the deal. Where's the fluid going to exit? It can't exit on the top of.
Yeah.
It will. You'll have it just bubbling out of that. I've never seen that before. That's different. If you're sure about that.
Yeah.
Against leaks before, and it's just to give it a little extra life.
Hi.
Pushing in is what you need to do, and that was there was nothing on that's open. You just needed to push in. Okay, it's a Phoenix bleeder worth $250, and it pushes and all that, but it breaks.